Aw, what a lovely photo of Lady Deathstrike as a child. Ooh, she didn't do well on picture day. Can we speed this up a bit?
I always keep that picture on my wall.
That's not
just
creepy.
to remind me how many boys and girls still need my help.
Oh yeah, that's definitely not creepy.
Of course, there are fewer like that every year.
Because
I
I
like to
killed
think
them.
about the many children I've
wear
helped
their
and how much
skin as a
happier
coat.
I've made them. As I sit here in my chair. Oh, but you can't see
no
me,
you're
can
not.
you?
You're not there.
Let me make myself visible.
Allow me to reintroduce myself. Oh, that doesn't help.
There. I keep myself invisible most of the time.
You know, after you drink about 5 tequila shots, I'm invisible too.
Learn good habits. Lots of times they don't even know I'm helping them.
I'm practically the cold
Let me
water
tell you
when it
about
comes
one
to
boy I've been
masturbation.
helping. His name is Stanley. I use my magic wand to take
Whoa,
him.
Stanley probably doesn't like that.
I'd already helped Stanley a lot. He had many
What,
good
you beat him in the
habits.
ears enough?
He washed his face at least twice a day, and his hands 4 or 5 times a day.
Good gravy, the poor kid's got OCD by
He
now.
did it every day without
Oh
having
yeah,
to
if you're
think
taking
about
the
it,
rod
because
about
it was a
7 or
habit.
8 times, you kind of just do things automatically out of fear.
But there was one habit Stanley hadn't learned yet. He didn't clean his fingernails when he washed his hands.
Unless he's working
And
on
goodness,
small
how
block
dirty
engines,
they
I don't
were.
think it matters.
So I decided to use my magic.
And then I couldn't be within 1,000 feet of him.
I said, Stanley, dirty nails carry germs, and they look ugly too. You go right back and brush them.
Oh God, she's the voices in his head. That's never any good.
Stanley learned that a good scrubbing with a stiff fingernail brush every morning and
Stanley
night
learned that
at least
conforming
made
is
his
the
nails
best way to
clean
go
and
through
neat.
life. Don't think, just do what they say. I got a 2-to-1 bet that says that Stanley never did this ever again in his life.
He learned to dry his hands carefully, especially around the fingernails. Once
Who
he
gives
learned
a
these good
damn? What,
habits,
there's not
no
little
one
mites living
ever
in the
scolded him
fuckers.
for dirty nail again.
Well, his hands are dirty just from fixing his fingernails.
Washing his hair every week is another good habit I helped Stanley
Every
learn.
week? It should be
I
every
taught him to
day.
start by washing his comb and brush each time he washes his hair. There are
One day I'll
always
get a real
hairs in
pet.
a hairbrush. I'll tell you why in a moment. After they're out, he washes his comb and brush in soapy water. And then
It's
rinses
his
every
head.
bit of soap
Who
out.
cares? Oh, this is a change of pace for Stanley. Usually it's the garden
He washes
hose.
his hair under the shower. Warm water, a mild soap or shampoo, and plenty of gentle rubbing is all it takes.
Some peanut butter, jelly, and some avocados when he's feeling frisky.
He rubs with his fingertips, not his fingernails, so that he doesn't hurt the tender skin under
Yeah,
the
why
hair.
would you want to rip your brains out
When
at this
he rinses
point?
out this rubbing, his hair is fairly clean, but not quite clean enough.
Now it's time to strip and
soaping
varnish.
will really do job.
You know, as much grooming stuff as you're having him do already, it's a wonder he gets
And
anything
plenty of
done.
ri-
Oh, that's a
Now, those are
transition I
some of
really
the good
didn't need to
habits I
see.
helped Stan learn. Now I promise to tell you why there are always hairs in a hairbrush.
Because it's a
Suppose
hairbrush.
You had magic eyes. And
Oh,
when you looked in the
Jesus,
mirror,
I didn't need
you
that.
could see closer and closer.
Seriously, are we turning this into Carnival of
and
Souls now?
closer. And suppose you could see right through your skin. See the roots
That's
that a
some
hair
magic
grows
heresy. We should burn
If
you
your
at the
magic
stake,
eyes could
lady.
Speed up the growing. You'd see that the
Oh,
new
boy.
growth
His hair's
always
going through
comes to
puberty.
root. As the hair gets longer and longer, it will finally come loose from the root.
The
The
root?
new hair
I've never
starts
heard of
to
the
grow
root.
and pushes against the old one.
I don't know if I believe in your hair heresy, lady.
Brushing pulls out the old hair and leaves more room for the new one.
I think
If
that's
your
really
magic
just how you go
eyes
bald.
looked closer, they'd see little on each hair.
I don't know how I
These
feel
sacs
about
make
this.
which protects your skin and hair from getting too
Too
all over your hair.
guess your oil
and makes
sacs
it
there just
glossy
go
and white.
and you're just fine.
When this oil gets dirty, soap is used to it so it can be washed away.
Yeah, and you can also
Every
cut
bit of
out the
soap
audio
must be
tracks.
rinsed out afterwards, since any soap that's left will leave a dull film over your
The only
hair
thing
and
dull
keep it
is your
from muddy
voice,
again.
lady.
The nail grows from a root too,
Ooh,
under the fold of
high
skin at the base.
definition
The edge of
animation.
the cuticle.
Oh, someone had to say that phonetically like
Sometimes
6
the bit of the
times.
skin forms a hangnail.
Oh, we're gonna learn the dirty secrets of the hangnail now, huh?
As the nail grows, it should be trimmed to just cover your fingertip.
Yeah, Carrie Fisher would say no to that.
Now your hair can get sick. If you
Yeah, it
notice
looks like yours
anything,
just puked on
be sure
itself.
to tell your parents or teacher about it right away. It may be a
And we
disease
just
called
gonna
ringworm.
magically
It
transport
makes
over
your
to
head
Sinead
itch.
O'Connor. Okay.
Sometimes the hair falls out in patches. A doctor can help
That
cure
means
this
you have
disease.
mange, I think.
Another disease is dandruff.
I'm
You
pretty
may
sure
find that
dandruff
instead
is
of
just
these
dry
thin,
skin.
flat
That's not really a
flakes,
disease.
You have little white specks that look like tiny eggs. And that's just what they are. They're called nits, and they're the eggs of head lice.
Okay,
They're easy
you've
to
definitely
get
been
rid
doing
of.
some things you
So
shouldn't
tell
be.
your
In
parents or teacher about them right away.
fact, just set your hair on
Anyone might
fire.
get a
That'll cure it
disease.
all.
The best safeguard
Oh, that
is
chair
to
is
keep yourself
wincing in
clean.
pain.
Don't use anybody's comb but your own. And don't wear anyone else's
And remember,
hat.
if you touch yourself, the saints
Now,
cry.
keeping clean is only part of caring for your hair and nails. Let me tell you about somebody else.
I really don't think
Her
you
name is
should.
Alice. I use my
Oh
magic
God,
wand
this
again.
poor person.
Ready? Let's go.
Ow, my ears.
She certainly needed to learn some good
Yeah, like putting your
habits
head
in
on a
caring for her
doily.
hair.
Oh, my hair looks better. And I don't take care of it for shit.
So I use my magic.
Okay,
I
this
said,
is probably
"Alice, you
illegal
go
in
right
several
back and brush your
countries, and
hair
I
till
don't
it
know why you're
shines."
allowed to exercise it here. Ah, yes, padding out the runtime by using reverse.
So I helped her learn the habit of brushing her hair every night, 100 strokes or more.
Good God.
That sounds like a lot, doesn't it?
100?
But it's worth taking the time for.
If I put 5 in my head, I think I'm doing too much.
Even more important, it makes hair healthier too. So it's just as important for boys as it is for girls.
I think that you're full of it.
I've helped
Now
many
she's got all
boys
this
and girls
static,
learn
and if
that
she gets
habit.
near a balloon, it's going to stick to her head. God, I wonder how many people actually had to count out that stuff. God, I just want to stop. Let me go to
I helped
bed.
Alice learn to take care of her nails too. She files them to keep them from getting too long and to give them a pretty shape.
One day,
But she's
I'll
careful
be
not to
free
get them
from
too
this
short.
mortal prison. Oh yes, that's totally
She
gangly.
makes her
She needs to
nails
stop
pretty,
that
too,
shit.
by pushing the cuticle off the nail. She does it with a soft piece of wood called an orange stick.
Oh really? I figured she'd have used a
Wood won't
bandsaw.
cut her skin the way sharp metal might. A cuticle oil softens
Yeah,
the cuticle.
Metallica doesn't
makes it
really
easier to
work
push
on your
back.
fingernails too well.
Oh, here's a hangnail.
Oh drat, time to
Hangnails are really
amputate.
nails. They're pieces of skin that start to pull away from the nail. Drying your fingers well helps prevent hangnails. I helped
That's
Alice
a
learn
load
the
of
habit
hooey.
cutting them off with a scissors instead of
Yes, the
pulling
power
magic
of
off
guilt
too
is
much.
awesome. And why am I looking at her toes
Think
now?
about Alice and all the girls help to learn good habits. Once
Oh
you've learned
yes,
a good
we should
habit, it'll
all
work for
be
you
just
all your
squeaky
life.
fucking clean.
Such little things as brushing your nails clean when you wash your hands. Hair every week.
I mean, they'll never leave the
Walking
house
every
with as much grooming and
Brushing your
shit
hair
they have to
strokes
do. I
every
mean,
day,
they'll be
whether you're a
perfect
boy
for
or
this
girl.
new generation
And
of
keeping
Zoom
your
meetings.
nails trimmed. Not too
You know, you won't
long
have these
and
problems
not
if you
too
just have
short.
bloody stubs.
Those are some good habits that many boys
Oh,
and girls
could you
have
overact
learned.
anymore?
But there are still some who need my help.
Oh yeah. They're the unwashed heathens. Only the rinsing power of Jesus can save them. Do I have to nod some more? Shit, man. Ugh. I get it, it's the end. Can we finish this? Like, sometime?